Hello my beautiful people and welcome back to Gist with Sandy. If this is your first time listening to me, you are highly welcome. And to everyone who keeps coming back to support this channel, thank you so much for your likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, and for always listening to me. I truly appreciate you. Now, today's topic is one that sounds like a confession, but there is an important clarification we need to make. The topic says, I was wrong about Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche's relationship, here's why. And honestly, this is an interesting way to look at the conversation surrounding these two Nollywood personalities. But let me be clear, this is a fan-style discussion based on how their public interactions are perceived. It is not a claim that either Maurice Sam or Sonia Uche has personally confirmed a private romantic relationship. Sometimes, when we see two celebrities interact warmly, it is easy to form an opinion about what their relationship might be. You see the friendship, you notice the chemistry, you notice the support, and before you know it, you start believing there must be something more. But sometimes, you can be wrong. And that is exactly what makes today's topic interesting. Perhaps what some fans initially interpreted as romance could simply be genuine friendship. Perhaps what looked like something mysterious was actually professional respect. Or perhaps the two simply have a comfortable relationship that audiences enjoy watching. Sonia Uche has many qualities that naturally attract admiration. Her talent is one. Her confidence is another. Her determination and career journey have also made her someone many supporters enjoy following. Maurice Sam has his own loyal audience as well, with fans who follow his work and celebrate his achievements. So when these two names come together, it is understandable that people become curious. But curiosity is not confirmation. That is something we should always remember. A friendly interaction does not automatically mean two people are dating. A compliment does not automatically mean a confession. Professional chemistry does not automatically mean romance. Sometimes, two people simply get along. And honestly, that can be just as interesting. The mistake many fans make is assuming they already know the full story based only on what they see publicly. But celebrities, just like everyone else, have lives beyond what they share with the public. There may be friendships we know about. There may be professional relationships we see. And there may be private details that neither person has chosen to discuss. That is why today's title says, I was wrong. Because sometimes the biggest revelation is realizing that our first interpretation may not have been the correct one. Maybe fans were looking for a romantic story when the real story was friendship. Maybe they were looking for hidden meaning when the moment was simply genuine appreciation. And maybe the reason people continue discussing Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche is simply because audiences enjoy seeing two talented personalities connected. So, my people, the question is no longer just whether there is a relationship. The bigger question is, what do we actually know about their connection, and what have fans simply assumed? Now, my beautiful people, let's continue from where we stopped. The reason someone could say, I was wrong about Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche's relationship, is because sometimes we interpret public moments without knowing the complete story. When two people appear comfortable around each other, it is natural for fans to become curious. You notice their interactions. You notice their support for one another. You notice the chemistry people talk about. And then you begin forming your own conclusion. But later, you may realize that your first interpretation was based more on assumptions than facts. That is the point of today's discussion. Maybe what looked like a romantic connection was simply friendship. Maybe what fans considered unusual chemistry was simply two colleagues who work well together. Maybe the biggest mistake was expecting every close relationship between a man and a woman to have a romantic explanation. And honestly, friendship can be just as meaningful. Sonia Uche and Maurice Sam can respect each other, support each other's careers, and enjoy working together without fans needing to place a romantic label on their relationship. That is why we should be careful whenever rumors start spreading. A rumor can begin from something very small. Someone notices a picture. Someone notices a comment. Someone remembers an old interaction. Then another person adds their interpretation. Before long, the original moment has become an entirely different story. And that is how people can end up believing something that was never actually confirmed. So, if I were to say I was wrong about Maurice and Sonia, the reason would be simple: I allowed assumptions to become stronger than the facts. The truth is that only Maurice and Sonia know exactly what their private relationship is. Fans can discuss what they see publicly, but we should leave room for the possibility that there is much more to their friendship or professional relationship than outsiders know. And perhaps that is the most interesting part. Sometimes the real story is not the dramatic rumor everyone expects. Sometimes the real story is simply two people who have developed mutual respect. Sonia has her own career. Maurice has his own career. Both have their own goals, projects, friendships, and personal lives. Their supporters can celebrate their individual journeys while also appreciating any positive connection they see between them. And that is what I want us to take away from today's gist. We do not have to create a romance story to appreciate two people. We do not have to turn every interaction into a secret. And we definitely should not treat fan theories as confirmed information. If Maurice and Sonia ever decide to publicly explain their relationship, we can listen to what they actually say. Until then, we can enjoy their work, appreciate their public interactions, and allow them to define their own relationship. Now, my people, I want to hear from you. Have you ever looked at a celebrity situation one way and later realized you may have misunderstood it? And when it comes to Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche, do you think fans sometimes read too much into their interactions? Tell me what you think in the comments section, but please keep the conversation respectful. Thank you so much for listening to today's Gist with Sandy. If you enjoyed this discussion, please like this video, subscribe to Gist with Sandy if you have not already subscribed, and turn on your notification bell so you never miss another gist. Please share this video with your friends and invite them to join our amazing family. To everyone who continues supporting this channel, thank you so much. Your likes, comments, shares, and subscriptions mean a lot to me. Until I come your way again, continue supporting your favorite Nollywood stars, continue enjoying their movies, and remember that there is always a difference between what we assume and what we actually know. My name is Sandy, and this is Gist with Sandy. Thank you so much for listening. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I will see you in the next gist.